kali konton o kola kali bismillah fanan ka bondi kibaro network kal nal badi ma pa mane bi aram salungo julai karo tilli tansaba 2026 motana ka kibaro le sambale nan kibaro to wali ba moyla e banko e keba do mi yalonko abe siring e bantala banko le ke ka fay ali wujami atele dia mota tontondro mi yalonka e wole ke talibe suda nala molla mun keta UMCT e banko dia wala nyaton kaya mi yalonko e preta ka wolta banko kanjanga e tonto wola ay kuma jama mi yalon kay wolle sata min joko wolo adi amta banko fanan na kola ay banko dingol dandala ay mine foye ay afo nyaadi le mi yalon ko ay wolle sata album la jinka ca konol meduna ko caale kono ngalla moy ngakuma kangol mon sota bul budun salten to ngali jayi kal nimbadal nal badi ma pamani ala baraka ba jalla moy ko nyima.
Assalamu alaikum mbadi gambianoli, assalamu alaikum mbadi mandinkoli ani mandinka kammoy lalu. Yo ngamobe kontong itolni kontong bunyar ngola ntelom Aliou Jammeh. Yo binata kana final kachake kachami nga damuta ñun July karula abe banna ñun July karula ka Gambia Presidential Opposition Party la presidential candidate ke rate ila responsibility la in case nga mo tombong nga ke the President of the Republic of the Gambia ti mimbe kele la primary responsibility ti as a head of state wodo ko nki rate walla ko ali alo nyame ni nga kachal ke mo jamal le kana kachal la moy mo jamal fanam bije bikal la moy bawo na kachal mu pour molleti mine mandi ka kango moy ni mam mandi ka kango moy aman jari yen na kachal la moy because amanke pour wolti yo na kachal inte ka kacha nimbe kachala generally nka kacha hakili mal le fanay amanke kango moyo da mati ebe kango moy la le yake hakili mati ni bota woto nimbe kachala nte manke kawyeti nte manke fenti pour mbe fengo fola mobe la fi ndango wala fongo fele nte manke moti min politiko kamira mobe be la fi la kuola le hani nte nga wolonne nte nga lonne ko politiko mu jeri nyani miroleti hada ma dingol ta dunia kono min la jerinal ni miro be mu kilenti hani nte nga wolonne woton tela kacha mbika ke mobe nson tela ko mol bijele ni man jerinya kilin soto barinka kacha ke dalilol la nyen dalilo nyen kacha mu pour molleti mini Gambia sula mol mini lafta Gambia la nyato tani yurwal momin lafta Gambia la tankola na nyen kacha mu pour wolleti nyen kacha min dati je wolo moti bi mamandi ka kango moy iman jari ke la moy bawo ite ma moy ka minfo ndung nta kanna sor la kando to woto ni mamandi ka kango moy nyin kacha manke tati nyin kacha manke mo tati mimbe badim fasal ngawfule kabot candidate follow nim badim fasal ite wulindi politiko kono nyin kacha manke tati biko hada madingo be ibadingo niya tonyi ka fasale ani ibadingo tonyiro ke ka fasale iko kila ko ni ibadingo tonyiro ke ka fasale ka fasale nyadile wolo mi ka tonya le fay woto mol min wuluta badim fasala na yin ka chaman kal tol tati atol alal badingo fasa kal kila e wolfo ibadi ngo fasa ana tonyiroge ani ibadi ngo e partido tonya fasa barkila min fe tonya faade kana fasa wuliyaka mol min fanambe si fasa la ni kam mandin ka yale fasa nyin ka chaman kete tati konte yalo dol ka fulen de fonka wala ke mandin ka fasa okay ni wolom woto nyin ka chaman ken tati ni be si fasal kacha manke tati kacha mu mulle tati mini Gambia sula mini lafta suturo nin tanko la Gambia mini lafta nyato tani yurwa la Gambia mini batata sama o sama ila korda bundali ko bolongo mini batata wato wati ya moy kulungol boyta bal kono e dingol ni mamaringol ni barindingol la kataraw kulungol kono mini batata ka moy president la nyaton kol la e binale ba fly nga bohol tallul le nafe nga gadin tallul le nafe mini batata wo moyla biko nga fu na kacha konol ko gadini lo nim bohol lo manke president la do koti wo mala council na la chairman na la mayor la do kolleti wala la responsibility mu ka boholu kal gadinol kono wala la do ko mu kal ka musol la gadinol tanka beengol kana dunga kono mol min batata wo kuma sifal moy la nyaton kol la nyaton kol min mi la priority long nyaton kol min mi la do ko long sai international la ka nyaton kol la do ko fo en ko nga fu nyame kabri nga kuma sifo bi hadamadin kilim man soto min minala ko nya aliwe nyin ne fo nyim manke to nyati ye nyin ne fo na candidate la nte man so wala ne mo jamal ka di amudu ma de konna doy dindindo /MPP yalon doy isindobe MPP le sindobe sorry isindobe MPP le isindobe doy kabringa na audio follow ke doy la koto ay commande ay message o kinye kabringa audio follow ka man fem fonye wo yalo nga fole nke read le nga pencil dila amam problem so do woto 2 days later kabringa audio doke nga pendole di dog doy kan wolomi ila business entity yalo koy manke businessman ti nga tendi la ji after nata talaga ke 5 wolu ngom bi jele rek nga je message nga message ji nko nasara ko len ngo mina keta ko so nata la message la moy kontondirol keta yalong ibika na kulung kambo ya sakate akonye no ngela audio la moyle after malo UDP nkadole kumandi akoy doy wol fanam business mo ko fo mba ko ngako jamal ko UDP ko len kumandi ako UDP ko len kumandi wole ila FN radio fonye ani la newspaper ani fonga 5 point kuntu kadu kabringa diam flow kama audio kinye he was fine with the numbers ngamin dila bar kabringa yim 5 point o maje rek ndoke ave firing Angleterre fo na tolomba akonye no UDP ko le okay nkai no fofana UDP kamake kana kamula UDP kolla akono eman research ke enyanta doyla gonga karanale enyanta doyla manifesto karanale ngai niyo jiba ndoke fofana fonko eloko nata manifesto kachala bang fonko eloko nata patilla manifesto la scrutinize bang yalon tamo wofo ndanga template o minke wolon president candidate la responsibility alla candidate wala responsibility mu alla manifesto aya a propagate Gambia dingolier fofana nte mental la man na laftan task la fofana na lafta wala nsita ninyin Syria banda nsa Syria do kumasi ngapatil la manifesto analyze nsa fofana kenol nimbe okela mbe bela manifesto tala le nga be read nga be study then after ngana be raid killing kabo UDP la fo Taliban juda nka bari mantra wala kunun ko na sobe ya boy do fanan ahenan mbulu Swiss o fanan kabring la moma yalo na boy soldol ni nga audio ken kasia wol yele wol ni mantra forum killing so nka ki la personal so kabringa ki ata fana ye la moy a jata di mana ta fintin kan no boy ye mistake ole ke ye mistake bale ke nka na mistake ole ke nka ga mu mistake le ke akol nyako ite ko ma molong sobe ya esa bay fal bala we mi tan wala mi man na manifesto karang nka ko bar boy nte ma foko alla manifesto nata wala scrutinize inni okili nka boy ndoke jisuma mimbang Swiss nkola o jisuma ba ataya mimbang boy after nga kacha nka ko sai ye mimbe fo mtonyalti ye yin londi tiol mimbe fo be dunia kono e beni esa mbay fallo mtonya mo jama yala mo belelo gambia belelo esa mbay falla moli dolmu doctor leti dolmu engineer ay dolmu accountant leti ay be to fo nyanka ko okay boy tonyalo you are right but nte mantara wol scrutinize kan ite kan wo quality min for quality civil servant nka esa mbay fal scrutinize wala nga rate wala find that potential so to like a mol man to the right position wala esa la taski ite lafta esa la do ko le dilantela nte kela no esa la do kulati okay so yemin fo abe mu tonyalti wo mo kendo le melo wala mu tonyati ndaga mini lo mini katara bang tabal ning politik arenal to sobeay ko nawo gunjur ndoke o aman manjanto wol sifali yajele ndaga wolle long okay bari esa mbay fal ni sobeya atole la responsibility bari alta pati fanal lola pati la executive o bebe tara janyan din dunia karo belan kay banku fanam bi kalo nyama my friend so kay gioming say ngata ntela mission statement to nganna mission statement to rida killing nkay ko ngamming for tenting education experience wisdom and vision for a head of state a future head of state nyanta usutol bang ako nyaha nyanta sutola nkai ko esa mbay fal akarantale he is educated I experience to I do ko ke gambe man sakundale I do ko I gambe man sakunda serve United Nation nda ko to bela nkai wisdom nim vision na mo wosoto because cheap popularity I wole soto rek akoronto taka GC rankang kata politikola ako nyeno a koronto tole bari aba mission o nyim bantal say I agree koronto tole but ako ndeko mission o nyim mambang ate ko mission o nyim bantal completely okay ngai so ngare je jelela ngare 7 lelo you want to give more amafu ngamo diala jede amafu because my friend, common sense is common sense. Tolka diamu hakil male. So na bodaje ntata building of a government to form a government, the right people will choose. So beya party esa as a president. Mol mini be Gambia esa by fal no woya compinul. All are not executive material. Ite executive member min be for 90% of be diaspora. Nka woto ninga 6D esalaji nga 5D mama Halifa ni Sidiela nga 5D mama Kandel nga 8D Ousainou Darboe mi yalon kay membal soto inside Gambia bantabal nim politique bayel nim dulalto they can run the Gambia straight from today without waiting somebody flying from diaspora. He agree if I agree at no because the coming for is logical is common sense. Na tata wala nyama fo momi manya na tombona businessman ako esa man ke businessman no dinga esa fon kam businessman no ako nya ha ka fo le baraman kan nga okay te better la syringe fish yela jisuma mi yela coffee mi iko iba define lante ko esa man ke businessman even though esa fon ka fam businessman no nga ntite la kumutala mbe esa la kumutala. So agriculture farming nga ko esa bukulente ya man so wala ko nyeno esa la fisiate di because tol nga esa samba triple le jahal pacha ite na mo fute sungolo sawo se sam sawo sa compromise le kaben sambala gata fu bansa mbikata sawo san sa decide ko aben sa because ade gambe be male banda man gambe be ma so ako esa mbay falle farming lon teti bawo se esa mbay fall inene wo sambale foi toke farming toke so be ya kafo nka okay woto farming ning agriculture ngana jibe ngajele diala je nga trile diala je nga ko Ousseynou Dabo nga tenle diala Mama Kande nga trile di Halifa 3 Sidia 3 na agriculture no Mama Kande 5 Sidia ning Halifa 7 esa mbay fall 3 so amam protest so lafta bin fola jar rek wolom ñinti ko ntolbe ñimmin na tenting nka kele without fear or favor mantra silari mola mantra mo favor kan nte kana time uleta na watu nka uleta nga si nga ñing kulke monologue nama is very difficult because any mistake ta ibika fongo rectify no because ida malo so it's extremely difficult ni be mono dialogue lela ni mistake te ni mimbe dialogue la se rectify sometimes a mistake date la sometimes a mistake tola but ida ma this is extremely difficult, it's very difficult, it's not easy amanke ko ka sila rek yewele no, you want to put everything in context iman la fi kuma fola memu faniyati so nying rating is very important candidate wala because nying lom candidate wala responsibility woto molbe la moy kangala le molbe react kangala and I am more than willing more any objection soto na number tag wo forumoto yaki mbaje la ngalla mo yala and I will respond or else yem inbox directly mimu la objection oti ya woto bi mbina ngada UMC la Talib Ahmed Bensouda yo konka ke nyame as usual nga mission statement to read today's candidate UMC's Ahmed Talib Bensouda mission statement of presidency or a template of presidential duties. So not for which candidate is more electable, trustworthy to carry out the mission statement of presidency. Nko kol mini alonko hadama dingo miya mol sa carte fay no momi yalonko ake lana molom ay experience soto number 1 enyanta education sotolal enyanta experience sotolal enyanta wisdom sotolal enyanta vision sotolal ebe banko sambala dami number 2 puruka mansa kunda londi ka cabinet londi because ni eke head of state it is saying itelom chief executive itele responsible ta cabinet le itelom cabinet la president not minister anim banko be enyanta wisdom sotolale enyanta knowledge sotolale mimbe enable enyanta a group of people sotolale enyanta politic party sotolale mimbe enable ka oppositional man to form a government enyanta potential sotolale enyanta know-how sotolale enyanta experience sotolale ka right people will put in the right place so that once and for all Gambia is a functional state soto Gambia covering independent of B is an ill functional state Gambia covering am fongo soto fo B amanke bankoti min kata anyanta tala nyaming hadamadin kilim manyana terla baluo kono samao sama ila kamoli e float samao sama ila korda bunda ke ko ba wato wati kurango kamaj womanke a functional state wo is a ill functional state banku manyana terla wonyama niaje Gambia be wonyama animbi because Gambia manke a functional state nga wrong people le soto nga square peg le soto in a round hole. To avoid that wolati na nyanta molto monna mini a potential soto ya lonko ni e fengo feel o yaje is a lonko nying is a square peg nyimbita la square hole nying is a round peg nyimbita a round hole mol min yo potential also nga nying audio ke wala ke scrutinize killing because near wrong people ulta we will still be facing the same problem comme be min face can be adam baroita ralito akay bo hol talulelo ay garden talulelo won nyen template o kono ata tarla saferin dulato damia president la dokolom kata bo hol talululo wala jamen talul president la dokolom kan nawek ka nafulo ken nawek to nawek ye geo supply Gambia be danaka every single house will be clean running water soto wolom president la responsibility but not kata carte nyino la marcel to gardenol to ka fu nga bo hol talulelo so nim lafto wala the right people will tell. 3. National economy. Momi yalonko bankola depaso, bankola economy, bankola wafuru ni sandiro, bankola borrowing kakodo donto, purka bankola sulol finance. Ebe need la strategy la woto. Ebe need la policy la je, ebe need la discipline la je, purka growth attract banko kang, pur bankola economic environment ye growth ebe momin kelaje agriculture seno bunda ebe momin kelaje number 4 momin be kelela head of state atele be responsible la national plan in agriculture Gambia la seno bunda la plan momin ibakala mini president wala be responsible la wala anala minister nala cabineto because atel la responsibility mu ka fero de da ko the famous ya jame grow what you eat what you grow that strategy food self-sufficiency that strategy ibe jamale empower la ibe jamale entrust la to take that decision on behalf of all the farmers in Gambia is important. National security. Nyimmanke council la dokuti, amanke MP la dokuti. Nyimu president la dokulti, president la primary responsibility lom to strategize and plan national security. Gambia la territory na 11,000 square kilometer abe protect la nyaming. Molla wulol kata, molla property, molla beyangol, molla businessol. Ibe protect la nyaming society kono. Molla freedom o ka move kabo dulato kata dula. Ibe okela no nyamin peacefully. Momin be responsible la wala. Wala ma albe min kela head of state. Mimbe kela president mode. Wala primary responsibility mode. Number 6, communicable. Momi yalonko is communicable to the people. Ibe molmin marala. Because imanta beyangol marala. Ita hadama dungol le mara. Ikata hadama dungol min mara. Ita communicate la noe in writing. Presidenta dunia kono minka communicate amara fengol ye ning safero la ning report la. No? president ol mini bebe dunia ntolla nyim maral sifa kono republico lombang constitutional democracy lombang constitutional monarchy lombang head of government can communicate with the people that he rule verbally akadiamu yele. So you cannot choose somebody to be the head of state of people that you cannot communicate with, that you have to use a foreign language. Ibitalal fo Angleterre angale kankarang puriye na Gambia ibe Gambia nol min marale diamu angale kangola. Womu insult leti to Gambians. Banku ye kangole soto molka communicate minna. Overwhelming majority can communicate kamo minna. Wolom national language in any country. Gambia is Mandinka. Senegal is Wolof. Sweden is Swedish. America is English. Japan is Japanese. It's not that Nyimbankoli was kango da male bije. Senegal man surwal da masoto. Si jamale be Senegal. Gambia man mandinko da masoto. Si jamale be Gambia. Sweden man Swedish o da masoto. Si dolbe Sweden le min manke Swedish oldi. And so on and so on. Nita da Japan wonyong. So, you have to have a means to communicate national language. More was womu deficiency. Womu handicap leti. Because ita mol marala no, ibika diamu ye no directly, ita ka diamu yele ya falling kandola. Pani. So, then, yena mo sifa almini alonko, mo manyana banko karafalela. The type of people who shall not be entrusted with presidency. The type of people who shall not be entrusted with presidency. Okay. A businessman, because businessman profit-driven, individualist, egoistic, me, myself, and I. A youth, a young person, inexperienced, immature, impulsive, short-tempered, a dishonest person, someone me alonko he don't keep his promise, na he promise I betray, the inducement, bribery, momi alonko akatula kodo dila mon la pour kuke. Ñin lom man kutolti moma nyanela banko karafala mol minna. So sang ñing candidate will be rate la towards ñing ntoli jiko min soto ñing duty so ñing responsibility ñing 10 points all. Who is best among the candidate, the 5 candidates inke rate wala nga kumasi honorable Usainu Dabola 91 points, Data GDC 57 points, Halifa Sang 57 points, Esambay Fall 41 points. So Sang B Mita Talib Ahmed Bensouda. First nga kumasi ning education, experience, wisdom and vision. Education, he is educated. Adada ngamira marina international. Abota je atata Canada study taje. As far as I know, business economy I always study, and in mass communication. All right. Even though war has nothing to do with governance, war is purely private. Okay, mass communication, Bankul, develop Bankul ka national broadcasting shuttle. So that knowledge can be used there. But generally, more many study it can venture into private business. I business economy and in communication. I always study. But he is educated at Karandal. Experience, like I said, this is presidency. This is central government. This is not local government. Ning local government lom. Mafula Talibi is highly experienced because I local serve 2 term as a mayor of KMC. But central government, as far as I know, Talib nenamang dokuke central government Gambia. Talib have zero experience. Wisdom and vision. Wisdom is not a subject. Ikataming karang karamungot. Wisdom is a gift of God. Alandaru long wisdom ti. Akataretole wala man tareto. Ndi ifongo bika fa betole. Molika lonna betole yalandi dalilo kap. Wisdom Talib ntenga min korosado atema wisdom soto. Because ni mu funding keti a young person from nowhere mo me long. Ye opportunity je. Opportunity fintita. The biggest political party is going to put up a candidate for local government election. Nobody's ever heard of Talib Bensouda. From nowhere you came. The party accept your candidacy. You went to a primary. The party said you won the primary. The party support you. You won that election. You run again and won the second one in the same party. From nowhere. A young person. A wisdom. Namu moti mi alonka wisdom soto. Wo wisdom bafula ele. Wow. What a fantastic group of people. Young, I will not rose. Nta rose la leadership kang. I would mengulu malale. Fo party fo na be surround. Iko e man la fi mola fonte. Then I would take leadership. Barinta korontola. Nga mira ndoke mbarino korontola unfortunately. So we had in wisdom a lot wala. Ni lack the wisdom la ekala vision la. So education, experience, wisdom and vision 3 points no all the Talib lagi. Ni not a building of a government. For him to appoint the right people to build a government. Number one, Talib is educated. He came from a well-educated family. Our brother, biological brother is a lawyer. Our biological mother is a lawyer. So he's surrounded with family members that are well educated. But beside the family members, which are the type of people many Talib surround to form a government? It's crazy. Nena Freda Gomez, MC Cham, Badwun Kandigo for Ibrahim Adiba Tolombang, Karafa Sonko. These are the type of people who can manage Talib la political rally kono ibe diamula. Nini niye jibe killing ibe mo failure in their own respective ways. But luckily, you have family members that are well educated. So, Wodulato, I gave Talib benefit of the doubt, 5-point dialogue. Remember Esa, I gave him 6. Halifa Sidia, they had 5 there. Mama Kande had 5. Dabo had 8. So, 5 dialogue. So, Ninata, Talib as the president, I'm potential lesoto, I'm experience lesoto, I'm knowledge lesoto. I'm forehand seeing Lesotho, Mimba enable to put right people at the right places of public service among the private sector, but public service. Places like Nawek, Gamcel, public health, public schools, public transports. Nini be mu sector leti na manke electricity ti Talib man experience to fento publicly. Ning niajibe Talib, he went to private school until he went to Canada. Talib went to private hospital. Talib nenemandung public transport la. Talib ol motole ke samba karamoto e Murundi. So, ntol min dunta public school, data public hospital olto. Nga tani public transport la. Nga ming experience. Talib mau experience, my friend. So, to put our need first, public need, public service mi yalong ka anena mata, anena ma use, ngo Talib 3, na wul dialogy. 3 ni nata national economy la. No, fourth one. National economy, economic policy, economic plans, financial disciplines. Talib nala surrounding. Ndemalom bi UMC. Demalom ila financial spokesperson. Who is talking on behalf of UMC in finance, Kodo, national economy? I don't see it. So benefit of the doubt. But since is economic, national economic, and in business economy, man killing, they don't operate on the same basis. Business economy is supply and demand. National economy is stability and growth. So il a policy man killing. So yeah, I gave him 4. Agriculture. Ninata agriculture. Talib as a president. Abe mine kelano agriculture. Ay mum vision le itandi. Ay mine itandi. Dunia kono, Gambia kono. Konin Talib yake president uti. Abe nyine kela family. Talib nintolom kilomoti. Man senelong, man seneke. Nene man seneke. Anene man seneke kontere. No. So, amalon senelal la difficulty in moment. Because anene ma experience. So, ni nata agriculture to plan purkas food self-sufficiency, to invest in agriculture, livestock farming. E pasit mi alongo sudisol kava asphalt bluma wolom flower minka falim mano kono sudisol kavole asphalt bluma wolom e kava mine town boy mol mi alongo they never live in the village. Sorry, it's a saying, it's a Swedish saying, e kava asphalt bluma. What a woman asphalt bluma would not have a plan in Greenland. So yeah, I gave him 2. Nina the national security, protecting our properties and life to guarantee our sovereignty, our independence. Talib have 0 experience when it comes to security. I have never heard of him speaking of national security plan and strategy. Never. So yeah, I gave him also 3. Ninata communicating government plans to the people and in policy. Yeah, as far as I know, Talib nkamui communicate la kamfula da maldo. Surwa kango aning angale kango. Nde kamui communicate la kamfulal surwa kango aning maniga angale kango. So what Talib is not generally communicable to the entire country. Ate he can communicate regionally. Naitata Banjul, fantastic, Serakunda, Bonitata Kiamba de Bujara, Abe Diamulale, Angale Kangola, ya translate. Wala Diamusuru Kangola, ya translate. Wo manke means of communicate momanya nila banko karafala mola minta diamulali no directly womu slavery time multi and in colonial time kabrin tubabul and colonize what because his lack of skill means to communicate to the general public in the language that overwhelming majorities understand, that is Mandinka where atina I tule soto what then the type of people mol manya nila banko karafala minna ngamin for number one walam a young person momanya nila banko karafalala because funding ke most of the time ne funding ke ja aka lack experience la because he's young funding ke generally aka impulsive la aka korontole aka short temper ñene mu dalilolti momay walatina dunia kono 98% of all world leaders manke president wolti under 40 years ne dunia kono jibe president wol mini betra under 40 atatamila mo lulula out of 200 countries banko kadi mo mature lingol ndene nyim fola this has nothing to do with Talib. I said this in UDP when Talib was in UDP when they were talking of Talib, Yankuba, Rohi, I said, Anin Lamin Sane, I said, these are fantastic futurist leaders, but they are too young, inexperienced, immature. Purka presidency Karafela B. No, when Talib and all of them were in UDP. Because that is so true to me. That has nothing to do with Talib as an individual. He happens to be the youngest among the candidates. He happens to be. But if there is somebody who is even younger, I would say the same thing to that person. Even if that person belongs to the party that I support, I would say it. Mbengajele, funding kele ya jambe. I mean la Gambia ka. Bashir Jomai Faye. I mean la Senegal ka. So woto funding ke imaje ni nata Talib Jibe atalom the only candidate mimang any experience in governance. Naman ke local government. But atida male experience of local government to nintrambe local government candidate nino lanung. Talib would be the most experienced. But central government Ananamanduki is the less experienced. So je ngamin diala je olam 2.0. Then nko the second person momanya na bangko karafalamina olam a businessman. A businessman momanya nila bangko karafalala. Because businessman no ateman ke bangku maralad atemu capitalisol atemu mansa kundal ka bundal create capitalisol yela capitalo triple mansa kunda nyanta mole ke la president udi mimbe bundal yela pour businessman ole ke naful ti balti because naful ti bali wala ka invest real capital wala ka ke industrial ti ka dokol create. So until we are not anti-capitalist, on the contrary, but we love our capitalists. And Kondwata Fenke Esamba Fale Nyama as a businessman, Medwala Talib Fane Wole Nyama as a businessman, because Talib businessman old. Medwala ala business o yurwa ngamo ya kay kafudole lo business dole lo ikafa yurwa ala ma wo yurwa fayke yurwa timi yurwa ta Africa Bank West Africa Bank ol bela yurwa to ala ma ale wo kay bari amam fit pour ka banko karafa e businessman la businessman o ka egoist le self-centered akungo damma anim profito damma banko do manke profit making code banko mu investment lati pour que fuarol din dobal nin dinwol nin kebal pensionerol ke la hajul si woto businessman o Manyenna banko karfala wala. The third one wala momi yalon ko a dishonesta aka bribery. Hadamadi wo hadamading kamole bride wolom the worst of all the candidate. Ni things call me yalon ko manyenna karfala ko businessman ko funding ki. Ko ko momi man telling momi ka lahidul tinya. Bari mi woste beti wala minka kodo die yalla pour yeke candidate oti minka na ko al sulata football jasu fel al sulata boholo fel so nin carte fay aussi dal na carte fay wokal bribe wo bribery let wala the worst of all mo manyane la banko karfala wo mo sifala. So these are the category of people neo jibe ne talib la behavior jibe ay dishonesty min na fe UDP kam UDP yeteta yeke candidate oti signafle winter UDP tata primary le equibita primary le tata primary la janning results will be findile withdraw party yala candidate to choose saying etako because it made a choose it a bit lole from all of the highest level of dishonesty and selfishness. Because ndenga fule nung nko UDP ye Usenu Dabo soto jele and Usenu Kata Lola and there is another Usenu Dabo meaning Usenu Dabo is selo tay. I said that. Okay. But a person from nowhere, the party embrace you, they support you. You win election twice. As a young person, somebody under 40 years, ekamine koronto. I think Talib Minia Pus yala political future letinya. I chance Minnesota to grow in UDP, to build experience in UDP. Ya baliwo opportunity la. So je na 1 point la di Talib la. So near Bay average, Talib is only 26 point. So Gambianul nyillo mala candidate ulti. Honorable Usenu Dabo 91%. Mama Kande 57%, Halifa Sidia 57%. Esa Mbaifal 41, and the least likely to become is Talib with 26% only, because Talib is the least experienced among the lots, is the least, is the youngest among the lots. He is a businessman. So I think there is so many things that talk against him as a candidate. A lifestyle, monkey, a public servant lifestyle. I opportunity jela anata. He could have been a good public servant, providing mol min la lulu fulol man tangosi ko wobadi bunkan dengo Ibrahima Dibana nyongol yola do yo dunda tulo kono yo dunda kun kono for be ya losing all the opportunity la as a means to know ala future political career to mbenga jele mi hapunta molla mini koronto mambetea presidency ko ngafunu nyamin mola lambi bika dila mola naful bika dila mola nyinya bika dila min ka dila wolom lannoti molle ka lela hadama dingo min ye moli jamfa ya fo e mafo mol min be dependi ka wolta fola because wol mo failure leti wol min diate tulebe oda male fola bari ta tonya fole bari ntol min be independent ring man sula fenne bulu man nyabo soto ku soto kan ndol be to nya folale mbita tous no la woto wol le fondi opportunity la isa grown party kono yake a futuristic candidate for your party, for UDP party, because UDP mobe and tolod we have no discrimination ha malavi minna wolom awala nte malavi minna ita fule be marle ka fanye ndema mandika kawmoy. Who do you think you are? How can you rule me if you cannot speak the language that is spoken 90% or 80% beka kango min for Bangkok? If you don't, then why would you care to rule people even more min na kango moy? Why be la fle marala? Ye kango min moy taol mara. Ye mol min na kango moy. Wole la ko ye sula. But even more min na kango moy. Why would you care to rule that person? Woto nying audio ali lamoy ali mabo ali play ala kafole merol muskebal everybody wala dina ngala fika dia mandika kamola bake bar kumol doli bike fono mandika kamoto ko lafta fula jabi bari laftale mandika kam moy lal mini Gambia sula ya lo nyin candidateul ila sulul nieta ebe min kala je ni talibta ni keme al sulata wala 26% dabe wala kala je esa may fal o fanam businessman ol naliata 41% dabe wala kala je Halifa Onyong Sidia Onyong 91% mimbe o kala je wala UDP la nyatum ko du sen dabe according to nga rating minki jam en saying rating ul bantale nga kumasi UDP la nga ban talib la saying kabo saying ndefa nambina na propaganda kelale towards this nying candidate ul be bawo mi mun na candidate mobe wala ne binalale nga wala ko emphasize according to this barometer, according to this template, so nga propaganda kala, then maybe you are free to do so. Ntelom Aliou Jammeh nendu ndamin kasida ya hako boy ndenya
yo mbadi ngol mbele kuma kawol moy broda Aliou mbeten tlambe jayla kumol sahya te kendiyata mbeten tla wala ke jayi ke nimbara manyina mol fana na miliyalon ko le kala moy ke fana mbeten to don ke jayi ke nimbara butungal nal bari malem pamane ala baraka ba jalla moy ko ne mala